He starts initially publishing some gospel tracts. As he publishes these gospel tracts, he realizes there's quite a significant amount of energy surrounding them. He starts writing this Pilgrim's Progress, this is his magnum opus, while he's in his first 12 months. He's actually in prison more than once, but the first period is, 12 years, not 12 months of prison. He's released in 1672. What's interesting about this is that as the years are rolling on, the prison warden and Bunyan are getting along very well, just swimmingly well. And the prison warden realizes that Bunyan is of the best character, and he starts to release him on like day trips. Overnight, go home and spend the night with your family. And you know what Bunyan's doing? He goes and preaches. So he's already been locked up. And you know, Bunyan's thinking is, what are they going to do? I'm already been locked up. I just happen to be great friends with the warden, and he keeps letting me out. The warden loved Bunyan. There's this one curious story. It's been verified by the texts of history, where one time Bunyan was let out on a bit of a day excursion. He went out and he preached, and he's doing his business, and he suddenly gets this heavy sense that he needs to get back to the jail ASAP. And he races back, and as he races back, he gets himself in a cell and sits at his wall with this tiny little crude stool. It's all he had, and a little bed of hay. And as he does, the warden comes walking around in very formal tone and very formal gait. As the warden walks around, there's this high-ranking magistrate with him, and the warden looks, and there's this paleness on his face as he turns to Bunyan. He's expecting the cell to be empty, and he's expecting himself to be locked up, and he turns around, and there's Bunyan. And the warden's like, "Oh, hey, John! Hey! Just doing the rounds." And of course, later on, the warden was profuse in his thanks for Bunyan. "How did you know to get back? I couldn't get a message to you, but we've got to be more careful in future." In 1672, in January 21st of 1672, Bunyan's actually called to be the pastor of Bedford. Now that date's significant because he's not out of prison yet. But he's on so much day release that they they're just calling him to be the pastor. And so later, a few months later on, he's released from prison, and the same year he's licensed to be a congregational preacher on May 9th.